Here we go. And I think everything's working now. It's kind of a pain to get stuff set up every time. Anyways, alright. So, I'm going to be building up some T4. So, mainly got a fair bit of just about everything. Not really any one specific amount. Just 20 minutes left. I try to be hyper efficient, so even 20 minutes I don't like. Not that it would matter, but it's giving me 101. Skipping it. Comp's coming along just fine. Really actually doing really well. We got 2.4 million and 2.5 million breaks. 6 mil, 5 mil, 5 mil. And okay on T5. Honestly, in grand scheme of things, I probably should have built more T5s, but in order to do that, I need a lot more Lunite gear up speeds and a lot more Lunite to do it. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I should probably do those work on the T2. So, yeah, there's kind of a. I'll work on getting these to 3 mil though. I think in the grand scheme of things, I'd rather bring this up to 3 mil. Okay, so 26 days. So that checks out. I don't know why. I feel like that number should be higher. Should be, but I don't know. Yeah, add to it. Around 416. Higher than. Now without some serious tweaks, but it's nothing compared to what I did in the morning. So I'll bring this up to 3 mil. Then do the same for the next. Just kind of trying to even it out. I'll do T2 probably once I get to 3.5 mil. If I've got enough. I'm not even sure if I do or not, but I figured we'd try it. .1. What's next? Mind you, I can look at speeds. Doing bad on them, so. Gotta try to keep things even, which is possible. Iron. Probably build some siege. That'll come. It's like a 1.5. I need to do tests and stuff like that. Give us enough T3 siege to do tests and stuff. Should be a plus. Send it. I don't know. I'll stick with 1 days. It's up to 6 mil. Same for the no 7. Same for Thursday. Possibly. It's going. Up curious. Building troops in my main. Later we'll be able to wrap people and shit like that. Process is kind of long and lengthy, but it's always been this way. Just I don't think anybody really like fully. Some people upload videos and they're like, "Oh, look at me! I popped 50 mil." I whooped you. I'm pretty sure I just built like 3 mil on a cross already. Fixing to build. I don't know how much T2, but I'm gonna have quite a bit of T2 out of this. Considering the situation. Anyway. Just takes a while. So, one thing that should be mentioned though is that like my might is skyrocketed. Look, for example, I'm 1.8 billion right now. I could probably keep building T4s and it would skyrocket into the upward 2 bill pretty quickly. It's just that when you build that much of a troop comp, it's I think only worthwhile if you're sitting in like champion and stuff, but I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. Just enough that if I had to take rallies, it's about all I'm doing. If anything, I'm building with the idea in mind that I'm gonna join rallies. That's kind of the idea. We'll be able to send rallies, join rallies. Not really. Link and I. T5 on the other hand is a different story. But that's more of an afterthought. I'll probably deal with the T5 after. Because it's a lot easier to get the T4s built and then consider the T5 cost later. Because at that point I'll have the T4, then I can like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just drop a mill or two into it. now, and then it's now, mind you, I still also have my alt, so I've got like 1.5 to a billion on there too, and we'll probably drop some on that too. We're not quite at the point where we're Dundee, sort of. Definitely gonna have enough troops to play game. That'll hold trouble out. Main thing is that we got like 6 billion. So when in our kingdom we got a guy that's like 5 billion. And it's, you know, his might's pretty big, but it's also kind of like all core mate. So I don't know how much of that's actually true. I haven't seen his report. I'm kind of curious how much of that's actually true, mate. That's cool. I have a feeling it's mostly core though. The remainder is level T2, T4. 5 maybe. Gonna bring this up. I think we're hurting on speeds yet. We'll keep going. Bring this up to like 7 mil. I think we can do it. Back to building T4s again. Do we get to 7 mil? Not really, no. I kind of eyeballed the total number of troops, so I don't have a clue what that ending might's going to be until it's done. But I'm sure it's probably going to be 2 billion. That much. When I last rebuilt, I was like 2.5 billion. I was shooting for 3 billion at one time. This won't be all the way near that, I don't think. But I could be wrong. Seven here. We're doing that. Should put us at 7 mil. Standard 10. Huh? And this isn't doing too bad. It's just a little time consuming to build. I think we can do quite a bit with it once we're done. Main thing. Yeah, 6 billion. We're getting there. It's at 7 mil. Making some progress at least. Once we get to 7 mil, before is again. Well, okay, I should rephrase that. I'm gonna do another mill on infantry, but then we'll start doing. Six point. Almost. Seven. 7. 0.7. There we go. All right. We'll still have plenty of speeds to do 14. That's the kind of ridiculous thing. It's like once you factor in how many T4s you can make, it's actually kind of sus how many T4s you can make these days. Nothing more there. Let's see. Let's do. Okay. Three and a half mil. Change. Okay. Great. Alright. All the way there yet, so. Meantime, I guess, let's do range. Bring the range up quite a bit. And yeah, that's kind of the idea, is to get pretty big. Mind you, this is just my main account I'm working on. We'll also touch on the alt a little bit too. You want to know how much might I have? Sure. 1.9 billion right now. Yeah, 7 point study. Right now. Let's see if we can go for 10 mil. No, I'm not gonna stop at 1.9. I'll stop until I run out. Only been hanging on to like most of these speeds for like close to a year. So gonna basically hash it out until I'm not. Which I don't know how much that'll be, but I'm thinking it's gonna be 2.1 to 2 bill around there. I guess. Let's see if we can do any Field Fest quests while we're doing. Phase 4. Of course, everything's Labyrinth. It's always the not so important quest. But we're at 1.9 for 6. I guess I could do T4 if it comes up. It's like slow roll T4s for a little while. Let's see, let's go ahead and grab our freebies. They're available. I don't know. So, on the alt, let's see, nice. Well, I definitely don't have anywhere near as much. Like enough to at least get a little started. Ought to be enough to at least kind of showcase it. Side here. Probably range. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, pretty much. And most of the troops I'm building are T4. And it's really for the simple reason that I plan on throwing at a lot of them at, players and shit. But like the T2 that's only there just to give myself some buffer in case somebody hits. And even that's probably all gonna get killed. It's just kind of the way this game is. I don't like to waste a whole lot of time on the T. I'd rather have more T4 anyway. Be more troops to kill people with. If anything though, I'll probably slow down a little bit on the main here. Probably go ahead and So, after looking into this board, by the way, right? And I don't know if anybody cares, but I learned a thing or two about looking at the lore. And I know I uploaded like close to 50 videos. I don't expect anybody to watch all 50 of them. But basically by reading out the lore of every single hero in this game, there's actually a lot of areas that have not been discussed enough. And I thought it was kind of interesting that there's only a handful of characters from the Dream World. Okay? And out of those, you've got heroes like Petite Devil, who come from that Dream World. There's not actually that many from it. And there's not very many from the realm that Rasmus and Magmaroid come from either. And Giants, as far as Giant realms are concerned, Big Guy's the only one we know of from that realm. So if we ever see any future additions, right, in terms of heroes, my suspicion is we're going to have more of these Dream World type heroes. I just get a hunch that that's what we're going to see more of, right? Because a lot of these heroes, whether or not people realize it, they actually complement each other. There's actual stories and backgrounds between different heroes. Like, for example, you wouldn't realize it, but Songstress of the Sea and Night Raven actually know each other. The same way that, like, Sage of Storms and Aster, which is Witch Doll, know each other. Or Kasim, which is Prince of Thieves, and Alfonso, which is Don Guapo, know each other. Or Steambot happening to know Dwarven Smith, and the only Dwarven Smith that we know of is Soulforge. Like, there's a lot of mixture in here. Like, as far as, like, your ocean-dwelling people, like Cursed Hunter, shit, like, oh, I know, the lore, oh no. I bring this up because there is one thing that you need to know about the lore. It's the gaps in the lore that don't make any sense. Like, for example, supposedly, Snow Queen got the humans pissed off. Because if you read her lore, she talks about how she got the humans to do things for her, and they wanted to go to war. Well, conveniently, we find out that the humans are actually the people that destroy the homeland of the Dragon Kingdom, which is what Chaos Dragon and Dream Witch come from. Right? We don't know what their original reasoning was, though. Right? But we do know is that, you know, if you go in search of immortality, you end up becoming Death Knight, and at best, you end up becoming Sage of Storms, where you become a brick, and you're like, you're kind of screwed. How much did you spend on the game? Well, so just on that account, like this one that you're looking at right now, this account I've had for close to 3 or 4 years. The span of 3 or 4 years, I probably spent at least 20 grand, but just in the given week, and this isn't even my main account, but my trap account, I spent like 4 grand just on my own. And that's like just out of my own pocket. Now, if you're talking like, you know, okay, let's say in an imaginary world where maybe you could like spend considerably larger quantities of money, I'm not anywhere near some of the people I know. Even though that sounds bad, it's really not. Conceptually, 20 grand over a year is really not that bad. It sounds bad, but think about like eating a $5 hamburger every single day, 365 days in a year. Let's say you get it twice in a day. Well, that's $10 times 365. You know, if you average the math out, and let's say you take 20 grand and just divide 365, that's a roughly about $55, $60 a day. Or a game per day. Like that's approximately how much capital a person would have to spend to be able to do that. And conceptually, it gets even worse than that. Like, let's say you go even further. You know, there are people that spend houses, shit like that. It's out there. But obviously, I bring that up because little things add up. Like, this is why I strongly tell people this, because I don't think anybody should get to that point. Like, if anything, watch from afar and admire it, but don't emulate it. If you're willing to emulate it, then fine, but be prepared to soak in the poison that is quite literally doing it. Because it is a tough pill to swallow. And a lot of people would argue it's not worth it. However, it's also whatever's worth it to you. So, you know, like, me personally, I play this game day in and day out every single day, so it doesn't bother me. That said, I don't know. I mean, I feel like in some ways I'm probably not doing this the most efficient. I could probably turn on my training speed gear. I'm only doing that to conserve the food. But, I mean, even then, it's like 435. As you can tell, that ratio is like all sorts of tweaks now. So like I could print more. I knew something was tweaked wrong. I was looking at that. I'm like, no, that was more. I know it was. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, 100% it was. I just, you know. That is literally me, though. Like, I have so much in terms of that it's like that's how much of a difference that makes. Like, oh yeah, that's right. I can print like 2,000 or 3,000 more per troops. Yeah, per poll. My biggest might drop on this account. I went from 1 billion to like nothing several times. I've probably lost, if I look at like my enemy might loss, like if I just go to this metric, okay, I've killed 774 million. I've lost 284 million, and out of that, I've killed 47 billion worth in troop might. But if you were to take like even a metric shit ton of that out, right? I've got 634 million of it in troop might. Okay? I know for a fact that I've had close to 350 million troop might at least twice that I know of. And I've lost all of it. So I know I've burned at least 650 million for sure. But over the span of like several years, where we're at like 284 million troops, let's assume even 60 million of that is T4s. Okay? That gives you an idea of just how much that is. Just take 60 million times the total amount of might, and you'll get a pretty good idea of how much that is. So let's take a calculator out, for example. Let's say it's 60 million that I've lost in T4s. Take that times 36. I've lost 2.1 billion might in troops over the course of like several years. Now, in a single sitting, like waking up, I would say I've probably lost 1 billion. At least twice. Over the course of 4 years. That I can think of. The other first 3, I never got to 1 billion, so I can't think of a time when I've lost 1 billion, if that makes any sense. It's only been a couple of years that I've been regularly at 1 billion might. That sounds bad, but I mean, I've also quit the game and come back many different times. You have to understand that, like, from where I come from, I was playing the game when Worthy Prince was 20,000 subs. And I was around before, you know, Sneaky Tashi became, like, super big. I knew V and ZZ3 back when, like, Fortnite hadn't gotten popular, and he'd asked me if we'd play Fortnite. Before the game became, like, what it became. I actually remember the conversation we had prior to when Fortnite became a battle royale. He was telling me about how it was going to be real big and that everybody had to jump in and start playing. I remember that. And that was several years ago, but like I can tell you that I remember Stridox and King HDV and Abatrex. Of course we had Brando, but there were a couple of other guys that were around at that time. I mean, most of them, like, either joined CAE at one point or another. And actually, I left for a couple of different reasons. Mainly because I was financially at the point where I felt like the game was taking advantage of my time and my energy. And I'd still argue it kind of does, right? I put so much time and energy and effort into it, and then I lose it all. And it's hard to come back to the game when you lose so much, because then you're like, what is the game giving me that I don't already have? And so in some ways, more than one, psychologically for me, I had to tap out of it. And not because it was, not fun. It was fun. It's just, I had such a negative feeling. I just came off negative all the time. I did nothing but, if anything, I was pretty much, I was just salty. I think is really what I would describe it as. But I was salty all the time, and it rubbed off in the streams and shit, and it rubbed off in the videos. And that's all I did was complain. And I just, after a certain point, I was like, nobody cares. Nobody wants to listen to that shit. So I took a year to just kind of relax. No. There was a time when I was guildless. In fact, I'm pretty sure Crimdor is the reason why I came back. There was a point when I was like, I was done with the game. I was completely done. In fact, so much so that I wasn't going to look back. I was going to just quit, never come back. And that was seriously on the table many different times. In fact, I'd argue I even still consider it from time to time. And it's just because some of the shit that they do. It's like the conversation that I was having in a video not that long ago. Because a lot of people are, they talk about like IGG sponsors and shit like that. And then they'll also conveniently also leave out the fact that they are. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, the one thing I will say is that I am, if you like put it into context, right? I am IGG sponsored. Like my main account that you're looking at, IGG would give me hundreds of thousands of gems for YouTube videos. If I was to quantify it, I probably got close to $1.5 million to 2 million over a span of 3 years. And the monetary side of that, I had actually been contracted to stream Lords Mobile back on Wii Gamers between 2017 and 2018. So I've also, monetarily speaking, been on the other side of that too. So it's like when other YouTubers and Lords Mobile in particular, right, start talking about sponsored accounts and stuff like that, we know what they're talking about. But the funny thing is it's like all of the creators on YouTube that do Lords Mobile content are sponsored by IGG. And that's not like some kind of like myth or anything. That's public knowledge. Go to the creator turf. If you see their name on there, guaranteed they're getting gems or packs or something from IGG for making YouTube videos. And if it's not that, right, which some of them have gone away from doing. Some of them were like, oh, I'm not doing that anymore. Instead, they get third-party companies to pay them, and they call it more legit. Call it what you want. It's still the same thing. It's a sponsorship. It's just now IGG is not paying you. It's somebody else on the side. I've seen it in the many different forms. It's come in the form of black market dealers. It's been, it's payment processors. It's like there's any number of different avenues, but there's always somebody bankrolling them in order to be able to do what they're doing. So when people look at it and they go, man, I'm working a $7.25 an hour job. How the hell do I play a mobile game like this and afford it? It's like you don't. If you're trying to rationalize how to spend that kind of money, you've got it all wrong. Like the people that play this game at that scale are not spending that kind of money. They just don't. Like even somebody like me, I tell you how much I'm spending. That's because I am. you know, and that's a real fucking number. But at the same time, it's like if I was to quantify it, like let's say I go ahead and play Google Play or Apple Play, Apple Store, whatever, all the same shit, and pay the same dollar amount, you would not get anywhere near what I have right now. Like it's not even close to the same. And it's in part because there are so many different ways to save money in the game, but it's like it's rigged in a way against the people that like normally play the game on those channels. So like they'll come into it thinking, you know, it's like, oh man, he's paying $20-$30 for this. No, he's probably paying like $10. You know, because he'll dump $1,000+ into the game, and IGG will give him a kickback 20-30% of that 1,000. So that's 30,000 or so gems, and every once in a blue moon you'll get like another 15 on top of that. You know, it's just it's the kickbacks that make the difference at that scale. And the thing is it's really not uncommon. It's just, I don't know, for whatever reason nobody really talks about that, I guess. And it's mainly because nobody really cares. You know, it's like the only thing that anybody really cares about, I feel like, is just you look at like some of the people that are super decked out, right? You look at like me, for example. I'm a small fry, and you know, the funny thing is you look at this guy. He's only 5.3 billion, right? But you know who this guy is on the World Kingdom rankings because you can just go into here. Anybody that's anything higher than like 5 billion is going to show up on here. Weirdly enough, Dust Armed shows up at rank 92. If I wanted to be in this ranking, it wouldn't take a lot. All I'd need to do is get to 5 billion. Which, rationally speaking, just print like 10-ish million or so T4 and you'll probably be there. How many accounts do I have? Just 2. I have my main account and my alt, and I built them from scratch. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people can say. A lot of people will buy their accounts, or they'll trade them, or whatever. I've built mine from scratch. And I can tell you that the cost from building them from scratch. And I've been playing the game for 7 years. Like my alt, it took 6 years to get to a point where I could actually make it into a trap without spending heavily on it. And I've only just recently started spending heavily, just so that I could do what I've been doing on my main account. The only difference is my main account now is like, Core Might is 1 billion or so. So it's like I can't trap. So I turned around and made my second account into a trap because its Core Might is literally like only 100 some odd mil, if that. So while it's 500 mil, it's 396 mil in troop might. You know, you compare my main account to my alt, okay? It's weird that I say that, right? But like you look at the numbers, okay? This is 639. I'm half the size of my main account right now. But it's just one of those things where it's, I don't know. We're almost at 3.5 bill. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say people are quitting in mass, and that's kind of true and not at the same time. Like, I looked at, like, the Kingdom rankings not that long ago, right? And most of the players that are in the game are in the New Kingdoms. Like, there's approximately 2,000 to 3,000 in the ranks between, like, 1,000 and 1,100. So if you just quantify that, right? Take 100 kingdoms, 3,000 players each, approximately 30,000 players in just the top 1,000. Now, if you're talking, you know, from kingdoms 0 all the way to 1,000, there's about 1,000 there, roughly, averaging, right? Which means you've got a little over 100 grand in players on the base, which means total you've got about 130 to 150,000 total players playing the game. That really puts it in perspective. 150,000 across the planet, active and online at any given different times of the day. And 50,000 of them are in one of the newer kingdoms right now. That's perspective for you. So it's like when you look at the bigger picture, you realize that, most of the player base is in the new kingdom. Because if you look at the grand picture, it's like, okay, more than half of it is all new players in the new kingdom. Remainder of, they look at it, they go, well, it's clearly the game is dying. It's like, kind of. It just depends on how you look at it. Quantifying it that way, though, I think it kind of helps to understand. But even still, it's like, at this point, we're at 35 mil. We got 3.5 million T4. And we got 7 mil, 8, almost 9 mil, and 7 mil. I think we're at a point where we can continue building our T2 count. Bring this up to 8 or 9 mil. We could try to aim for 10 mil, maybe. See how far we can get. Kind of nice to see if we can get all the way up there or not. I don't know. Have to be kind of slow because there's not enough food. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's easy to look at that, though, and you look at, like, a lot of people lose interest, and it's like, yes and no. Like, I've seen just as many people leave, and see just as many people continue to play. I've seen new faces show up, so it's, it's kind of like there's a handful of channels that just show up out of the blue, and people come in and come and go. It's been that way for years. After all, there was once a time a Vienna and CZ3, a Stray Dogs, a Gecko Gaming. It's like the game's gone through many different people in the span of several years. I would argue, though, that, when you take someone out, like, big personalities in the gaming community, like, the absence of Sneaky Tashi, for example, is pretty noticeable. His absence from it in general is just, you can tell. But comparing that to, like, even now, it's like, really, you look at, like, Worthy Prince and Avatrix, and what are they doing? They're stirring shit between each other. Why? Because it's the only way to keep people interested into what's going on. Because if they didn't stir the pot, it'd be pretty fucking boring. The sad, funny thing about it is, though, is even though they stir the pot, and they've, talked shit towards each other span of, like, 2 or 3 years, the most meaningful thing that I've ever gotten out of any of it, really, is that evidently, if you talk shit towards other people on the internet, it apparently doesn't come back to haunt you unless, I don't know, it does at some point in the future. I'm of the opinion that if you're going to talk shit towards people, you better say it to their face and say it in person, because going around talking shit like some people do, it's ill-advised in my opinion. But I don't know. People do it, and it just makes it available for the whole world to see, which I don't know, man. That's too just not how I roll, I guess. Some people do that. It's just not how I go. Not how I roll. And I don't know. I think in some ways, I think there are more constructive solutions in the big picture of things. I do feel like, though, the general direction that the community's been going in, at least in general, right? And this is just saying, like, so You know, it's actually interesting. I thought about this a little bit, right? Which is that I went to Facebook to see what exactly, if there were any active communities on Facebook for Lords, right? Most of them are buy and sell account groups. Like that's 90% of them. I think the only meaningful communities that I've ran into so far are like on Reddit, for example. There's, you know, at least a conversation or two that's had on there from time to time. I would say the YouTube community for Lords is probably the most prevalent out of all of them. You know, the Discord has definitely grown into something that I think is definitely blown way past what it used to be. I think the Discord is definitely a lot better than it was. But even then, you know, it's like... Well, yeah, I mean, it's just that people love to talk shit to keep people entertained. I just find it fascinating that, you know, it's like, what better do people have to do other than listen? It's like watching Big Brother to me, you know, or even like the Kardashians. It's just like, why people are attracted to shit that like isn't positive in any meaningful way for anybody is beyond me. Hey, what's up, baby? We may have targets. Okay. And you're in luck, because I got shitloads of troops, so... Let me know. Definitely not running low on that anytime soon. Well, yeah. Well, that's also because, like, and this is, I think, a large part of it, too, is that the ad engine that you had going on at the time was heavy. IGG was spending pretty heavy back then. If you've ever looked at, like, a graph of IGG's stock price, you'll notice that around 2017 and 2019, 2020 was, like, when the stock was at a high point. And that's also when they were blowing ads at the mobile market like it was none other. Alright? So there was a lot of eyeballs. I mean, at the time you had, I kid you not, Mr. Beast getting sponsored by Lords Mobile. And that's, you know, it's like, it's still kind of one of those things that it's still hard to believe that even happened. That, you know, a mobile game like such as this actually had someone like Mr. Beast get sponsored by it. Almost kind of like a Raid Shadow Legends level fame. Yeah, I mean, COVID was, in a way, kind of when things really kind of took up heat, I think. Right? It definitely... I think it definitely blew up a little bit during that. People had free time. And people had money. Yeah, I can join Discord, sure. Alright. Okay, there.
Alright. We've got two targets. Two guys that spark up real nice when we hit them.
Okay.
Just let me bring some alts up so we can actually fill. Do we want to hit the 1.5 or the 1.4 first? Let's go to 1.5 because I know his comp's lower.
Okay.
You're very robotic today.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it kind of happens when you're. And by robotic, are you saying like my voice?
A little bit. It's more than a goddamn little bit. I'll tell you that.
Like, what do you mean by robotic? Like,
you sound like a goddamn robot.
I define that.
You literally sound like you're more robot than human. Your voice is just.
Well, that's very possible. Let me verify that I'm not using voice mod then, because it is entirely possible. Yeah, you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. The other possibility is that this is the problem with, in general, with anything right now. Change the
We're doing a Crimdor special.
Okay, so how's
There
this?
we go. That's better. That's better. Back to normal.
Yeah, that would be because of voicemail. I could go into detail as to what you were hearing, but that was basically that was a voice changer. I was playing around with that voice changer like a little too much, and people probably noticed that.
Okay.
But some people find it annoying. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it was a little bit hard to hear. That was my problem with it. That's all. Alright, let's go.
It's
Rally's up. Come fill me.
all right.
We're doing a Crimdor special.
Well, let me just go and mix, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say Crimdor special.
Okay.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, this guy burns pretty easily on the first hit. But I'm going to pop a Barney just in case. Oh shit, wait, does this count have? Oh, I need to pick up a Lunite on an account quickly. Where is it? I saw it was out.
Alright, so
No.
Lord's Mobile Free-to-Play wants to know, are you from England?
No, I'm from Australia.
He is from Australia. Where you know? In case anybody
Okay,
doesn't know, I'm from...
Can you bring your ult, please?
Yeah, I can do it.
Just so we're actually we'll be at 2.2 then. Oh, he's online. Fuck it, we send it. We send it. I've got a bunny. We're sending.
Alright.
Who's? One of the tiny little seal dudes.
I know nobody can see what I'm doing, but technically I'm just filling with my alt guys, so... We'll get to the action here in a second. Still got like a minute on the timer.
He's online, but fuck it, we send. Alright, we're pretty much full.
Was he online?
He's
Yeah.
online, but I'm sending regardless. I've got a bunny, so...
Still all those hunting gear on.
Yeah, his might went up. But we've got another target next, so it doesn't really matter.
Like gonna speed build 8 mil really fast.
I had some guys swearing at me in Spanish about 20 minutes ago because I won't execute his leader until the time is up.
Those guys letting their shield down and got some something behind them.
Carpets. We don't have the carpets for it.
So, those interested. Okay. This is the guy that we're gonna hit.
Yeah, we go speed this guy up here.
He's online. We don't have carpets. Let's just hit the other guy. Let's hit the other guy
Fine by
instead.
me. It's probably a safer bet anyway.
Alfonso camp behind us.
Whoever we have to hit, who's Alfonso going after?
I don't know.
Oh, he's going after Hound.
Him
You have to
307,
Rick him.
huh? It's an interesting decision, but okay.
I'm pretty sure Hound's got a total of like 3 million troops. So it's a very questionable one at best.
Hmm.
Why is bro scouting me?
I don't know, man. These guys are pretty damn cringe.
You can
They
scout
definitely
me
make a
all
lot
I
of
don't care.
questionable decisions. I agree with that.
Yeah, we got scouted by Nipolu.
Yeah, it's the tiny little dude.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
It's a little weenie.
I am going to pop a bunny on this SLP soldier guy, just in case, because he's gotten a bit bigger since we last hit him. So. That, and we do only have a 1.8 mil. Kind of annoying. Alright, this will fill us up. I am hopeful he burnt. Oh, he's on line too. Fuck it, we'll go. I got a bunny. Fuck it, we send.
Ugh.
Again. Context. This is SLP Soldier. This guy I know for a fact doesn't know how to take rallies very well. Because we hit him before. I think we even zeroed him out last time, didn't we?
Yep. We've zeroed both the guys I set on. We've zeroed Ruben Henry and SLP Soldier at one point or another.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a number on these guys before.
Do we have carpets?
Probably
I
not.
got some.
Okay. I'm gonna say I only have a couple. Very many. I've got a
Can you
couple.
hear me?
You know what? We'll send it. We'll carpet. Full send carpet.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got carpets.
We'll full send and carpet. Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's do it. Why not?
You sure he's not just gonna shield that?
He might. It's very possible.
Do you want me to fill the rally completely?
We're only missing like 40, 50k. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh,
I'm just gonna look around and
wait.
see if there's actually any
Yeah, CL's full of fucking cowards.
I don't like to take rallies very much.
They
Not
talk a
anymore,
lot of
anyway.
shit about us not rallying, and the second we do, they all run away or shield.
Well, they definitely learned a thing or two after the first couple of batches of that. You know, it's like
Yeah,
for a little while
that's
it
true.
was, you know, oh yeah, we'll flip a finger at you, but then after a couple of hits, they're like, okay, never mind.
The second we zeroed that 1.9 bill, shit changed.
Yeah, I think they kind of backed up a bit after that.
He just canceled.
Good.
Jeez. I'm trying to scare a victim.
Bunny's on. Flight, boys. You
Yeah, I
fucking-
shielded.
What a pussy. You know what? I've got a bunny running. Do we want to just send a rally at 5 bill?
No.
No.
Sorry.
But you should
Not
try hitting
viable.
Don Corleone now that we know he's in Fury.
He's not gonna take it. He's gonna run.
But he's in Fury.
Yeah, but he's not. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I got a
Yeah,
bunny.
that's the thing. Like about Joe, you're gonna.
Well,
be
he has to
1.9
take it. He's
Fury.
in Fury.
He's 1.8. He got smacked for like 10 to 15 mil, like during KVK.
Like, if there's anybody that should be able to get hit, it's Don Corleone of all people.
He just teleported away. He knew. He knew we were gonna come for him.
And I only point
Alright.
that out, but hell, I don't know. I mean,
You're 1.8 bill, bro. How are you afraid to take our singular rally?
I don't know. What I've come to realize is this game.
Alright, this guy I'm sitting on's in Fury. He's in Fury because he joined the Don's rally. Oh, you logged into Reyna, alright?
Yeah.
Was Reyna not in that rally? Did I forget to join or something?
No, it was. I just loaded up. Didn't realize you were already someone.
That's all good.
God damn it, man. I just healed with Lunite. I might join with only tier 4.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fine. This guy's only 500 mil. So,
It's only empties out though.
I have a feeling he's not going to be able to empty. Something tells me that he's not going to be able to empty. Man, it looked so perfect. Both of them were just sitting there, just unshielded. I thought this would be a really nice pair of zeros. No, they both ran. Oh, Scooter.
Definitely didn't take
Scooter.
much.
Well, you find that out really quickly, don't you?
Yeah. God damn, let's go. Fuck it. Fucking legend. Let's go.
You gotta have some fun here, you know. Yeah, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. How many did I get off that anyway? Ooh, 23s. That's pretty good.
Run. Why? I don't get these people, man.
Oh, well.
Hey, if you saw I bought that, do they know I bought that too?
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, they know you bought that.
That's why you ran, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't understand that.
You can hide that. I should have bought that earlier.
You
I'll
had
save it for
no
next-
idea we were planning this, so.
I'll save that next time. I think I had enough, but I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough threes.
If Don gets in Fury, I'm on a fresh. I want to cancel and set on Don.
What's up with KMKZE? Anyway.
I don't know. He's some new guy to the kingdom.
Noticing
He's
there's like a
empty
march
now.
coming back somewhere.
Yo, Embo, go and slap the shit out of that once his troops get there. Yeah, he's gonna empty out. Ugh, none of them will take a hit. God damn it. You know, I'm not gonna bother sending.
Have you got a bunny active?
I do have a bunny active.
We're just looking for
Fuck it,
something
I'm
to smack
eating
at this
bomb.
point.
I'm hitting Don. Fuck it, let's go.
Does anybody know if this is empty?
How big is it?
Not very big.
I think it is. I think it is.
The little warning thing over there says, tells you what Scooter bought every time.
I don't know if you can turn off the gift away one. To be
You can
honest.
at least make it anonymous.
It was
yeah.
a gift away.
Yeah, that's why it was announced to the whole kingdom, is because it was a big pack.
Oh.
What?
Just scare him off with the money.
I like how you know, the logic is, you know what? I'm just gonna get my credit card machine out, watch them shit frickin' bullets, dude.
Shoot, I'll do it again. They got a $100 pack.
Okay, I think that's a little bit extreme.
What's the story with this account?
It's empty.
Okay.
I did check this morning.
Ill?
We need like 2 more. I do like how both the guys we set on aren't getting in Fury anymore. And neither is this Kamikaze's or the 900 who ported next to us.
Yeah, they just kind of quit doing that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
They know.
Hey, what's up, Reggie?
Oh, what are the gold champ jewel drop rates?
Terrible.
I just got 2 from 48 chests.
Fuck off.
Well, I don't think they're that good, so you're very lucky.
It really helps considering I have a full set of them.
No.
They're just going to spares, yeah.
I like how you're just like, I didn't need this. While some people...
Yeah, I would have preferred the mains, but...
So now, that's an IGG update that people have always asked for, but they'll never get. What can I do to get rid of items that I don't have a need for, but would like to have traded in for something else? When IGG first heard that, they thought, oh, that means throw items and give them trash rewards and items in return. Okay.
Hello.
They did that in the form of
It's
Guild
more
Bash.
ordeal.
Kind of a mistake, I think.
Can you throw in another March, Embo, or pop a size boost, please?
Send a right now.
Hands on set on the Roro while is leaderless? Question mark. So if Don burns, are we hitting Alfonso next, or?
I don't know.
I doubt Don burns.
Don probably won't burn, but he got slapped like twice during KVK.
You think he can be wiped out?
I don't know about wiped out, but I'm hoping I can walk back. Oh yeah, don't forget to execute that leader that I capped on the fort, by the way, Embo.
Yeah. About that.
What'd you do? Let him go?
No, I said 100 million gold ransom on it.
Ah,
Okay.
each their own, I guess.
What about Navata?
Look, he's been messaging me daily asking for it back for Guildfest. So and I haven't been replying. So he said I can pay gold for it. So that's 100 million.
Alright, carpet.
I gotta see.
Okay.
Well, I got capped. I guess that's all we wanted, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Bro, who builds that champion great like that solid, bro? That's...
Yeah, especially first. That's just whack. You know, it would have been funny if my rabbit didn't pop and it was just, what's it called? I actually have no idea about that guy, Dakota.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking he might be a target.
Well, that Noshi guy I posted could also be a target. The 530 mil.
It's so embarrassing, bro.
Well, he has anti, so it's at least looking somewhat promising. Let's go. We have leads, so if I'm capped, we can rescue. It's fine. Let's do it. Oh god. Port next to me.
Cannot transfer when your troops are deployed.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I might need to pick up some speed boots. You know what? As long as he doesn't, you know what? Even if he runs, let's just fucking send it.
Let it walk.
These guys, fuck these guys. Let's get.
What are they gonna do, counter you?
And if I get capped, we have other rallies ready, and I have pardon too. So I'm not particularly worried.
Yeah. When you got the YouTube gods. Oh, that too.
I am next to you.
I had some Spanish dude swearing off his head at me earlier because I want to give his leader back.
Like how they just
Yeah,
keep
that-
scouting Vegito. As if
That
like
guy
they're
you
going
capped
to
on
hit
the
it.
fort.
Yeah.
The guy you capped on the fort has been messaging me daily.
I've had 3 messages from the guy we zeroed. First 2 were asking for it back. I said no. And then when I said no the second time, he sent me a message swearing at me in Spanish. And I don't know what it because it didn't translate well, so I don't know what the fuck he wanted.
Most calm.
Those are the
Spanish
best. And you can't even understand what they're saying, and they're just cussing at you, and you're like, oh, okay.
So this is what it translates to. This is what it translates to. Son of your great PVTA mother, Asterix's N of Asterix, the PVTA that gave you ma ... icon HPTA. You think you are a big piece of slimy son of your... I'm assuming this is meant to be fucking mother, the PVTA that gave you born Asterix's N, egg of Asterix HPTAAA.
Rifle
That's a lot of. That's a lot of. Yeah. Quite a bit. Of course, we know Novato's online. No.
Yeah, well, fuck it, we ball. I've got pardon. I don't care.
I do kind of wonder though. If Novato's online, who else in that group isn't online? Because somebody out here is definitely not. They're out here somewhere.
Yeah, it'd just be a matter of finding them. And with the way CL are, I doubt we're going to find them. Because they'll just Even if we do find them, they'll just run like the little pussies they are.
Oh, I'm gonna think like how that one guy found them. Let's go to the top left of the map and just poke around.
Right. Good luck with that one.
Yep. Gyms everywhere, dude. Gyms everywhere. Literally gyms everywhere. I wonder how many gyms get wasted.
Probably a good amount.
So many these level 1 tiles everywhere.
I feel like surely if they get you like spawned in, that Roro's in Fury again. I so badly want to hit him, but I know it's just empty. God, I hate these pussies so much. I really do. Honestly, I was expecting a little bit more out of hitting Don, but I guess that's what happens when you run into a guy who takes 12 million casualties on a single rally and drops fuck all might.
Well, I guess if it means anything, they did bring in Otro Soldado.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling I'm getting capped here, so
Yeah, it's a possibility.
because I should probably change my battalion to have siege in my march. But
Oh, and
fuck
by
it.
the way, just so you know, this guy joined their ally.
Go. Yeah, he's gonna empty out the carpets if we have place.
Oh, couldn't see that.
You don't have to go too fast. You can let it walk for a little bit. Get it down to like.
Let it go. Okay, I walked back. He's got
Yeah.
26 mil.
We got
It's
24
not
mil.
fair. How are you
Holy
walking-
shit, look at his fucking comp, boys!
How are you walking back from that?
Look at his fucking comp! What the fuck?
He's got less than 2 mil, so yeah, he's not in a very good,
Yo, Amber,
he
you wanna
won't
throw
take
in a
very
bunny?
many hits like that.
What?
You wanna throw a bunny in?
Do I have one?
You should have one, because you made one before we were gonna hit, what's his name? Like, a week, 2 weeks ago or something.
That's true. I do have a bunny. Do you
I-
really think
I'll-
I need a bunny on this kid?
I'll go again.
But I just
Well, if
remind
you
you that
wanna-
he isn't in Fury,
Wait.
so...
Oh, I'm aware.
No, he's not
Wait,
taking
do you
it
have
again after that.
Do you have a Blackwing?
I do indeed have a black wing.
Do you wanna...
If he decides to take it, which I doubt he will,
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
I'll put next to him.
No, don't bother.
No, okay. I'll just set on him. Novato, is it?
Yeah, Novato 1313.
Am I setting mixed?
Yeah, just set mixed.
Oh, I gotta set pop size boost for this.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, my gems. Yeah, it's not long good.
I got you back up to nearly 200k.
Thank you, thank you. Alright.
Let's do this. Let's fuck this guy up. Oh yeah, you need food to heal, don't you?
I will need food to heal, yes.
Watchdog can't join anymore. He's out of troops.
Dang, how you done with carpets that quickly? Shoot. I only got 54 Mystic ones now. What happened to the other ones?
We walked back from 26 mil troops is what happened. Thank you very much, Scooter.
Huge lot of carpets.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna follow Bunny on this, but I will follow Blackwing.
You're not gonna bunny? Alright, well...
Because you walk back, you have another lead.
Yeah, and we also have... I mean, I could send my ult in mixed, although I'd prefer just to blast. But if I blast, I'm getting countered. So, until we break down his, like, front line, I don't think it's worth sending a blast.
What formation did you send in?
I was in range foul. He took it in foul, so put yourself in Or I think go in foul. I think.
I'm gonna watch that battle report. See how that turns out. He knocked his wall down.
The Black Queen, bro.
I mean, it's only gonna be like 2 mil, but
How much info capacity did he have?
380k.
Oh, that's nothing.
I hit him for 1.8 and he counted me. So if you go inf on inf, you'll probably do like 2.5.
Yeah, but everything, like, it's only gonna auto kill 380k.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll also do it. That's 380k less than what he'll get from the Sanctuary.
I literally only got the walk back because of Dakota's 80 siege.
I have siege in my marches. I should have a bunch of siege in here, like tier 4 or tier 1. No, I don't. Never mind. I'm stupid.
I didn't have any in mine either, but it is what it is.
Oh, it's because I'm sending a mixed march.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I actually didn't realize that. So by having the 80 or so destroyers in there, you actually survived because of the 80 destroyers I had there.
I just lost my lead, by the way.
Yeah.
He paid 100 million gold for it.
Shit.
Probably was gathering resources from his clan, he said. I'm attack boosting this guy as well. Screw it.
Yep. I expect no less.
An enemy army is invading my turf. Oh no.
I gotta get back in the rally quick.
He's shielded.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh, wow, dude.
So now we have a Blackwing. I assume we need to use.
Nah, I haven't.
I think he's had enough of this.
I was gonna pop it like a bit before the rally started walking.
Yeah.
There you go.
I really wanna finish my Trojan so I can Blackwing Bunny Trojan someone.
You know, I've always wondered what
soul.
it's like to solo somebody with Trojan, but I have the, you know, so like for example, you pop 100% army boost, you solo somebody, and then you proceed to send a Trojan rally on top of that.
What about this guy? What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Dookie Argear.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's doable. I think.
I thought he wasn't there before though.
Yeah,
No,
I think
he wasn't
he's.
there before.
I think he's definitely like a. I think if you kick him, he'll wake up type player. Yeah.
I mean, he's online, but fuck.
I don't know.
I just wanna.
I'm gonna find a 0 target. Someone
Yeah.
offline and.
Oh, I'm sure we can find somebody if we kick hard enough. We'll find somebody.
I mean, the 5 Bill's asleep.
The what?
The 5 Bill's asleep.
No, we need more. We need more forces for that, bro.
Yeah.
We'd run out of troops first.
Mm-hmm. That fucker's got too much.
It's not impossible, but we'd have to organize it with a few different guilds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need at least 3 of it.
It would take some time, but yeah, it's doable.
I mean, we need to set up like a bank as well, like a bot farm, but it's like the only way you could afford to fight that guy.
I think we should go for the 1.3. So what if he's online?
Ong G is here. Let's kick him out of the guild and fight him.
Let's not.
I don't know about that one actually. He always throws us a bone. You ought to honestly ask him for who the next target ought to be, because every time he picks one, it's actually a pretty good target every time.
Yeah, usually.
Yes. It's
His assessment of what a target is usually not very wrong.
No. I think fuck it, we go for that Peter Moore Torres.
Oh, I'm scrolling them out. Don't worry.
Well. You know, one spot I didn't even think to check was the non-allied Russians.
What, non-allied Russian?
WL.
Yeah. Find something there. I do kind of wish this game would load more. I feel like if I was to play on like the Unity or the Steam or even maybe the Epic Game Store version of this game, it would not have this problem.
Bro, the Steam version is so good.
Yeah.
No, there is an
That's why
Epic Games version of it too now.
I play the Steam version on my main because I don't have to like use BlueStacks. I don't have to use Aptoide or whatever. But...
So there's this guy.
Member? He's empty, that TikTok guy.
Oh, I like the look of that seal guy.
He's online, but
oh, he's just on. Bro, why is it all online?
I mean, we don't have much choice. Everyone else is gonna run and hide like a little bitch.
Definitely burning short on targets.
Their entire guild is online, I feel like. Let's just fucking send it. Look at his gear. He's in purple gear.
Which guy are you wanting to hit?
Otro Soldado. The guy I posted.
Oh yeah, I'd be okay with hitting Otro. Otro's not... nothing special.
Ooh, my dealer responded.
So shall I start on him? We're not even that far away from him either, so we're just off screen, so that'll be good. But...
yeah. Let's do it.
Alright then.
Assuming you just want mix, right?
Yeah, just mix. I'm gonna black wings, kid.
Are you bunnying as well?
If he doesn't shield, then yeah.
Ah.
One thing I like over...
You probably should just executed that lead you had.
Yeah, probably, but... I couldn't execute it early.
Don't you? I'm pretty sure you have a license, don't you?
No.
No? Unlucky.
Those things are a scarcity, bro.
Just buy that $5 pack that gives you like 30 or like fucking 8 of them or something, whatever it is.
Why couldn't I transfer the jewels, bro? Gonna keep an eye on the targets. He's moved.
I'm watching.
He moved to the CL hive. Oh yeah, I also got the songstress, the purple.
Nice.
So now it'll just be, it's just a couple embers away from Mythic Helmet.
Good. If for some reason he doesn't burn off this, I'm gonna feel bad because we get wasted the bunny.
Not that I overly care that much.
Yeah.
But...
Oh well, if that happens, we just run another against Don. Cause fuck it, right? Why not?
Make him our whipping boy.
Yeah. They're gonna make us waste our bunnies. We'll just send them at the one of the fat fucks. Who, if they shield, we'll be able to talk so much shit to them. Where the fuck was it? Okay, so yeah, he took about 12 mil. Hold on, wait, about 8 to 9 mil in total during KVK.
But what did he get hit by?
Guys who were fairly weak, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he had to have gotten counted.
His first hit, he took 5. Oh, okay, this guy's got a 9 and a 7 on his champ. The first guy who hit him. Second
I was gonna say, bro.
Second guy has 9 boots. So no, he got hit by some pretty strong guys in spears. First one I think was a counter. Second was a type on type.
Alright, probably army attack.
Man, it would have been so much simpler if those other two were just offline.
Yeah.
You ready on carpets?
Oh,
All I have is singles left.
Doesn't matter
That's what we're hitting mixed though.
Yeah.
You can stop carpeting once it gets down to like 15 seconds ish.
Alright.
Because after that, it doesn't really matter. Alright, I'm gonna pop familiars now.
Yep.
Hellfire active. Rascally Rabbit
5
active.
seconds. And we're going. Let's go, boys.
I'm ready. Send me.
He
He
shot
shot
it.
it.
Cancel.
Yeah. Bruh. It's such a loser, bro. Alright, now I have a Bunny Blackwing active, so.
Who's the next target?
Done? Done?
Bro. That's my why. Stop shielding. Why are they shielding, bro? It's just me. It's just me.
I mean, we could hit that SLP soldier guy even though he's online and just carpet at him.
It was shield.
Yeah, I mean, we could Reuben Henry then. He's got a lead.
I'm down to hit Reuben Henry.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to pull next to him?
Yeah, actually, so you just so when he does port far away, you're more central in the kingdom.
You want me to get
I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if he takes it. I'm not gonna lie.
He ran.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Oh. Such a loser. You put it all the way to the corner. What a freak.
Can't counter a mixed route.
I swear if he shields.
Well, if he shields, then it leaves us pretty much no choice but to hit Don.
Oh, I reckon you use like 2 or 3 carpets at the start and then wait a second.
Yeah,
Just in case he shields.
it's a good call.
So you don't waste all your carpets. Just use a couple at the start and then wait and see if he shields.
Alright.
Because it wouldn't surprise me. Even though he's 1.5 bill, he's probably gonna shield.
Well, he knows we've zeroed him before. You did like 8 mil in one hit when you counted him before.
Remember that now.
We just need one more march. Hound's not in for whatever reason. He must.
Kachenko. Oh.
I mean, when this guy shields.
We got another one to choose from.
Yeah.
Alright, I want to hit Kachenko so bad. I pyrused him so many days in a row.
Why?
I don't know. He just.
What's the timer on it?
He stole my monster. That's why.
Right. Okay. We're at 2 minutes 14. You know what? I want Don to come try my ult. Try the 1.8.
I didn't do anything.
I mean, if you saw the T4 numbers on that, you might change your mind. The T4 is through the fucking floor. But once my dealer actually fucking gets back to me, I'm gonna dump like 4 million gems into it or something. 3 or 4 million gems, I think it was. And I'm just gonna fucking be sweet.
I kind of feel like I need more food again. Can't train fast enough.
Yeah, that's what it is. Coming up on 1 minute until we walk. Does my ult have a carpet? No.
Ugh. So just do like 3 carpet scooter and then just stop and watch him shield.
Alright.
And then we go after Kachenko, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, this Panzer.
Yo, Dakota, where are the big boys who used to watch you stream? Get them to bring fucking guilds in so we can double and triple the fat fucks in this guild down.
You know, I could probably
5,
talk to
4,
some of them.
3, 2, marching.
There's 3.
Pop 2 more. He hasn't shielded yet.
He hasn't panicked, yeah. No panic? Oh, he's gonna
No, still
panic.
no
Oh,
panic.
and there's the panic. There's the panic. God damn him.
Right, Kachenko it is.
Bro. Yeah, 1.5 billion shilling.
Still on Kachenko, he's got a rally going. Let's hope he values the rally more than he values fucking getting hit.
They're almost setting for Arthur from here.
Yeah, just up from here. Fuck it. They shield or they take and they burn, and then they shield after they burn or get hit.
So Hutchinson.
Those aren't making it very much fun.
That's a war game, guys.
Yeah.
A war game in which one
see
shields.
some professional Farmville players here.
And buy another carpet. It won't cost $50.
I do like how you're just like, fuck it, let's do it. I might pick up carpets myself, actually. Take away from my rebuild money, buy a big
Cool.
carpet pack.
See, we just need we need one of those guys that has the, the machine that goes bare, and just have them funnel all their money into carpet so that we just have the unlimited carpet weapon,
Yeah. Amen to that. Let's pray for an oiler to join our guild.
There you go.
Some random Saudi guy who's just throwing money away.
There's some of those
Saudi
guys
prince who's got
probably
his
have
money
money
for
that they
all he
really
needs.
would not care.
Where's the Saudi princes who want to sponsor us all? Because they really enjoy Dakota's content.
I'm just wanting to know, like, where's the real kings and queens?
They'll give you like 20, 30 grand a week as long as you upload twice a week.
Yeah.
That's all you fucking need.
Tell them how they ask how much one of your videos costs, and you tell them 50 grand per video.
They just give you $1 million, give me 20.
Well, what you do is you actually phrase it like a business deal. You go, okay, look, I'm going to upload 2 videos, and all I need you to do is I need you to send me all of that money that I would have spent doing this, and you're going to double it, because it'll get views. Because Mr. Beast had that figured out. He went up to people and he was like, well, I could give him 10 grand, but it would get eyeballs if it had 20 grand. Like, that's how he did that. Like,
You still need one more to join, by the way. Or 1.5, but... Excuse me.
kind of impressed at how many rallies we've managed to set and force people to shield.
Yep.
They just set and they shield. Okay. And
So
by me,
it
I
looks like
guess.
he was running a quick rally, unfortunately.
Imagine he gets back from this and just shields, bro. It's not gonna surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either. He's definitely not in Fury. But I don't know. Let's
POV is the bot running the rail.
quick. Someone give him your leader so he can't shield.
Quick, everybody look at who's marching back. They could all be targets.
Yeah, they can join while shielded. I did Don run last time.
No, he sat where he was and took it.
Respect. Only respect.
It was
towards the
still like
player.
100 mile away or whatever, but he still sat there and took it at least.
Oh, you ran.
There we go. He's on the run.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cancel.
canceling Don?
Bro, I'm not wait, like, he's gonna go to the corner and waste carpets, bro. Like, you're so cringe. Take a hit, bro. You built up a massive account, and you're just not gonna do anything with it. You're gonna sit there and farm. Do events.
So, I guess Don or Alfonso are our only choices.
I don't want to rally Alfonso because he'll rally me back, and he's like the only person I don't want to get rallied by.
Don't you have more than the ability to take?
Nah.
No, it's wait. What's
My
your
tier
timer?
4 count says otherwise.
What's your timer?
On
Bunny and Blackwing.
17.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna head on, or we're gonna look for something else.
What's your time? Because we may be able to
17 minutes.
SLP.
You wanna set on him?
I was going to have you set on him.
Okay then.
And when he runs away, then we go and set on Don. That's why I asked for your time. Ah, great. My Wi-Fi's
I'm
fucking.
gonna send him a message. Such a strong account, I need to run away and shield. What I sent him.
Such a shame. You ready for him to shield? What a fucking guild, right, boys? What a fucking guild.
Yeah, it's just.
No, read what on GS said and then read what I said.
Wait, what happened?
No, nothing. Why is he emoting, bro? Stop it. We'll make them feel unsafe to sleep. Me at the sleepover. Bruh. Soldier, bro, take a shot.
I mean, it's not me, so he might be feeling... He might be feeling confidence.
Anybody know Zymox 97?
So, is CL 80 billion might yet? They are. I'm pretty sure he's empty, Dakota.
Not quite at the point where I'm like sure where I'm gonna find something. If I'm finding something.
Where's WWP at?
They left the kingdom.
Did they?
Yes.
Well, at least they did something right for a change. That was definitely wise on their part because they didn't have a
Yeah, he
chance. at all.
shielded. Fuck it, let's go Don.
Bruh. Where's my boy Don? I'm just gonna go next to him.
Yeah.
Anybody know where Ped Cheeto is?
He's shielded.
Yeah.
I saw him earlier because he ported next to that, he's right here, shielded.
Checking. Anyway, he's the only one that I know that like floats around. Sometimes you'll catch him
Man,
unshielded.
I'd love to solo him again. I hit him recently and dropped him Like 1.2 million, I think it was, I hit him for. I actually have the report somewhat
Do you
recently,
know
I think.
anything about this account?
Do I know what?
Probably empty. Yeah, put some of the scout at it, but my guess is empty.
Poking
Yeah,
around.
my most recent hit on Panchito dropped him 800k. And then he ran away and shielded.
Scout. Let's see if it's empty.
The worst part is, if he had his leader in his base, he would have capped me. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
He's online, but he's happy to take it.
To Don.
Yeah, he just said you need to use the rabbit. Soldier. He said, okay, toddler, some Jodio Bobo would be giving myself handsome, bro. Ha ha ha. I'm barely getting it back, bro. You must hit like a drunk stepdad.
Jeez.
These guys make perfect sense, by the way.
Don is the most based bloody CL player.
See, I got nothing against him as a person. But fuck, I hate his guild.
Yeah. Bro was like, do you need to use the rabbit? I go, yeah, the other guys just ran away, and he goes, lol.
Didn't Lords have a maintenance fucking
Oh,
night?
I did.
I might. Should I let him know that it's a black link?
No.
No, but that's Dog Act though. He's been good to us.
I like how you failed to mention that, but that's part of the surprise.
I don't care. Fucking. I wouldn't, but
Like, well, why do you not mention why you're doing something? I don't know, man. Things are full of surprises.
I'm gonna message him something like, I have the dragon as well.
nah. Wait till like 10 seconds to send it.
No. Only after it's landed. Then send it.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to say I sent a black.
It's like, I may have added a little more than that. Sorry.
After it, I'm like, I'm sending a black wing, by the way. After it's hit.
Sounds cruel and unreasonable, but yeah.
Oh, there's Dog Act. I feel bad.
Don't. He could.
It's
He
okay.
could at any time leave his guild and join ours.
He knew better than to take it in the first place, so he's got to take all those risks taking it.
Buddy, Kachenko walking past my screen just emoting. You're so cool, bro. You run away, you shield, and then you port to the one that cancel your shield.
CL talks so much shit for doing nothing but shielding and running away.
I really don't even need to do anything.
I don't know what this account is doing, but it's just kind of out here. Kind of exists.
Wait, that's that Peter Mortez guy. He changed his name.
Oh.
That's one of the ones who always runs.
3, 2. Oh, you ported.
3,
I just leave.
2, 1, marching.
Bruh. I'm getting scattered. They're gonna get my gun. I don't really care.
Wait, he ran?
No, he took it. He took it. That's fine.
He ran though.
No, he ran and then ported.
Yeah, but you
3.4.
definitely blackwinged him though. So
God, my Wi-Fi is being absolute dog shit.
Oh my, why? No, I'm so stupid, bro. Oops. Oh, that's no more rallying for me.
Why?
My infirmaries are
Oh no.
a little bit. They have some golden troops in there.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't want that.
Well, I'd say GG, but they all fucking ran from everything, so wasn't really any game to be played.
Yeah.
yeah, you could say that.
He just messaged me
We'll
the
have to have
same
a
thing.
time
Need to use the
Get
rat.
to sleeping.
Definitely didn't really do a whole lot.
Oh, he's gonna rally me now.
Is he?
I think so.
They don't have the fillers though, that's the problem. Hold on, I gotta go restart my fucking Wi-Fi router. My Wi-Fi is being so slow. Give me a sec.
Bruh.
Mm. Is he actually trying?
No.
Ah.
Do I have a title titan? I don't.
Is someone in my spot again?
Yeah.
Ah, motherfucker.
I have two. I have enough to make a title titan.
I'm almost 1.9 billion. Almost.
and your spot's free.
I can't even get into the fucking game, to be honest. For whatever reason, it's just not loading on my PC. But it works fine on my phone. I'm good to go. Cheers.
I think that should be just about. Oh, that's annoying. Not quite just about, but just about.
Currently, I'm rank 1 in the 24-hour challenge.
Wow.
Why? Only printed like 3 million across.
The rewards from it are so great.
No, it makes me feel so entitled and so special. I got a whole whopping 1,600 gems, and a 3-day spade, some chests, and a relocator. Total value is 49,000. I've always wondered if that number is supposed to mean gems, or if that number is arbitrary. But I've always looked at that number and I go, total value is 49,000. And I go, IGG, you can't possibly tell me that you think this is worth 50,000 gems.
No,
there's nothing on there that's worth 50,000 gems.
For this one here, it's like a rank 1 is 222,000 gems, and it's just like 2,700 gems, a 3-day speed, a couple resources, some boots, and a couple chests. Like,
I mean, I've looked at that, and over the years, at first I squinted at it, you know. Okay, it's just a... Then I started realizing that they genuinely believe that it's worth that much. Because according to their calculus still, that's what it's worth to them, not what it's actually worth. It's like, if IGG had their way, they'd nickel and dime everybody as much as they possibly can. But you look at that, and it's just like, yeah, that really hurts to see. It could be so much worse. Okay,
one thing I like about this account is I just never have to buy the bloody army size boost because I have 30 something of them sitting there.
Kingdom only has presets for 424 and 442. What is a Castle Rally counter? Let's shake it up. You know, I mean, as far as Castle Rally comps go, right? If you're trying to eat the rally, I think if you're like around 2 mil across, that's about bare minimum, right? And then it's anywhere. Then it's like 4 to 5 million, but I like to roll 6 million across on T2. And then as far as taking like a 424 or 442, the 424 most of the time people are saying range melee. Most of the time. But I've also just seen just as many people take like a, you know, it in infantry phalanx, or they'll take it in range wedge or in wedge or any variation of these four. But what you never see anybody ever do is take it in cav phalanx or in cav wedge.
Oh no, CL's got my comp.
never see this. Dude, most of the time, I see a lot of people will do it in range, man. But they'll do. I don't think there's anything wrong with really one or the other. I think it just comes down to the fact that if, let's say, they go 4-2-4 and they're in range on phalanxes doesn't really, it kind of counteracts it. 4-4-2 is typically infantry now, so if I was seeing a 4-4-2, I'd go infel. Just because I know infel on infel is probably not going to do a whole lot of anything. But a range fel on an infel will. I am really concerned for this Karamonix guy, because what is he doing with it? Like, burning.
I just gave him my comp. I want them to try something.
Would be nice
really
to see
do.
them actually try.
I mean, at least Don was fucking taking the hit. Like, the
Yeah.
rest of them just ran.
Don't respect the bull, bro.
Hmm.
CL as a whole, though.
CL as a whole is a dog shit guild, but there's certain members in the guild that are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a lot of guilds in this game, you know? It's like there's a few diamonds and a very large pile of coal.
I was like, nice. He sent me a message, nice hit, but the Blackwing sad face. But he was like, no, he said, no, don't worry, it was just tier 2.
Yeah. Tell him you didn't want to blackwing him, but his friends kept running and shielding.
I did, yeah. He hasn't really acknowledged any of that. I just said, nice comp, have a good day. He's like, yeah, you have a good day too.
Yeah.
That's where it ended.
Status speeds. I might be
Oh,
right
left.
at 2 million.
No! He left!
Oh no!
He left! I didn't get to see it.
Here.
He's gonna make him afraid to go to sleep. He would be me at the sleepover. We'll make them feel unsafe to sleep.
Fucking Jesus.
I can heal most of my tier 5, but
I actually logged on with the intention of buying a Lunite on your account so that you could join with tier 5. But I realized only the 20 was out.
no, because I already picked up the 5.
Yeah.
And then I healed.
I'm quite annoyed that my dealer took so long to get back to me, that it happened right as we were rallying. So now I have to wait till fucking tomorrow to get all my gems. Not happy.
I'm just patient. That's all I am at this point.
I'm
I'm
not.
just waiting on food to show up, and as it shows up, I get like 6 mil. Oh, and there's another 6 mil. Oh, there's 10 mil. Okay, train T4. Okay, and go back and wait in rotation. I'm just sitting there and just waiting. Okay, so question about defending against Pack 5. Do we want the biggest squad to be T4? The T2 do not get hit, giving more losses and burning. Not necessarily, right? Because when you're defending against Pack 5, it's gonna grab the largest squad, and then it's gonna do an X amount of damage, right? So, like, if your biggest squad, for example, ends up being T4, you can soak it with T4 if you want to, right? But when your grand scheme of things, right, between taking 600% on, say, a cheap unit like T2 versus taking it on T4, kind of a question of what's more worth it to you, having to pay the repair bill on T4 or the repair bill on T2. Typically, most people will answer with, well, no, I don't want to pay the resource bill on a T4 unit. I'll pay the resource bill on a T2 unit. Because it cost efficiently speaking, it makes more sense to just build million T2 and not have the T4 soak a damn thing other than do the damage. But I've seen it happen. So I don't know. I mean, as far as like the nitty gritty of that goes, I've seen people kind of push one way or the other. But my opinion on that is that I'd rather have my T2, the largest squad.
See, you've got it all wrong, Dakota. What you do is you build 50 million tier 1 siege, and then you wait for them to come and get you.
See, and then you got, and then you got someone like that giving you advice, which is, no, hold up, just don't do that, don't do any of that. Just build a shitload of siege. That's it. Build a shitload of siege.
50 million tier 1 siege, and just sit and wait. What the fuck?
And it's funny because it will probably work. That's the crazy thing about it. It's so crazy that it'll work. It's one of those ideas where it sounds far-fetched, but it'll probably do exactly what you expect it to do.
That's going to be one of my later goals on my ult, is once I've got the other 50 million troops done, I was going to build like 20, 30 mil tier 1 siege.
Yo, I want to play this game, but money's not an issue. Oh, okay. 100 million tier 5.
Fuck off.
Hey, here's a thought, right? I want somebody to back and redo their gear, but upgrade it so they Tempest all of it, and it's wall defense gear. I want somebody to make the highest amount of wall defense that they can possibly have in the game, and then I want them to go and take solos from people and troll. Because I swear to God, I honestly think someone can pull that off, and it's going to be funny to watch while people hit a wall and it'll bounce back.
I don't think they could pull it off against like a maxed account.
I have a feeling that it is possible.
Everyone's out here like thinking attack and army at HP are the best stats in the game. No, I disagree. It's defense.
It's just crazy enough that it might just work. And the thing is,
sorry, you go.
The thing is, right now, let's imagine for a moment you get the wall defense high enough that now you can eat a march. Now, your next job in life is to make your trap attack stupid high, so that your traps do a stupid amount of damage. And instead, like, imagine if your trap attack was 1,000%, and somebody comes by and hits your traps, and they lose like 30 to 40,000 T4.
I can see it working against someone like my ults level. I don't see it working against someone my mains level. I just don't.
Wall defense boost.
That's just it, though. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, it probably won't work anymore. But there's some part of me that really wants to know if a person could pull something like that off. Because you don't see it anymore. The other alternative is somebody doesn't do attack, but they increase their HP and their defense to stupid high levels.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Is you do the inverse of what everybody suggests, which is instead of increasing your attack all the way, make it so that they do no damage at all. And so it just bounces.
You know what? Now that you've mentioned something, I want to take a look and I want to see what I can do about wall defense. And see what I can get my stats up to.
Because that's one of those things where I don't know how far a person can go, but when I was doing it back in the day, I was able to get around 600% just in wall defense. Anybody that had 600% or lower, when they hit the wall, it bounced back every time when they soloed. And they were confused as all hell. So if they sent another solo, they had to send siege. to break the wall down so that they could then get into the base. And the funny thing is you know what I did then? I turned it into a griffin trap. So they would send siege to knock the wall down to then get in, and they assumed it was a wall trap. So then they were sitting there clearing resources. Then I pulled all my troops back, swapped my gear from wall defense into attack stats, and then randomed and blew them into shreds. And that was funny. Because you would trap people two different ways.
I really don't want to waste embers on this.
Yeah, you can very easily burn. One thing you don't see in this game is artifacts that like, I don't even know. Are there artifacts in the game that actually improve wall defense or trap attack
stuff? Yeah, there are.
Okay, so what I'm suggesting may not be that far-fetched. Depending on how much you get, that might even be a thing. I don't know. I've actually never I've never considered this.
Someone boost just siege engine attack and then have only siege in your castle.
That's the other possibility. Yeah, that was the other one that I was going to suggest. Is somebody increases their siege attack to like 1,000+% and their defense and HP. Like, just have a super dummy thick siege account, basically.
200 million frontline.
Just like have nothing but frickin' siege and just go to town. That might be something interesting too.
Have like a really low might castle.
The problem is that there's no wall defense main hand.
Yeah.
That's a problem with.
Is there any army defense main hand?
I don't know.
See, now I'm looking around. I mean, this has got me thinking. You know, does this exist? Can I actually? Is that even a thing? I want to know now. I am genuinely curious.
Alright, now I've got to make a third blight ring.
I went from being innocent to okay. Now I need to know if there is such a thing. If there is such a thing, I need to make an account that does just that one thing.
Alright, well I'm not taking all the gear to mythic because I'm not wasting embers.
Okay, so there's wall HP, dude. Wall defense boost. Trap attack with Dragon Red. 16%.
Alright, so I don't have any jewels in it at the moment. My wall defense is 572 with no jewels. And that's with most of the pieces at gold.
You could get defense jewels and trap attack jewels and bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only throwing this out there because I don't think anybody's ever tried it. But I've tried it in the past on my main, and I was able to troll in ways that people did not think you could troll. Because nobody's ever done it. Everybody thinks it's bullshit to an extent, but there actually is some inherent truth in it. Okay, so very interesting.
So what?
Full share gear because it has army defense.
You reckon wall defense, trap attack, trap defense?
See, now that's the thing. In my experience, the traps, you oftentimes were having a really hard time because they didn't have enough health. So just like anything, you need to increase their attack and HP. And defense, I never bothered with.
HP.
I'm trying to remember what we were doing to improve it. There was something that we did, I just don't remember what that was.
Right, I don't exactly have a main hand to put in there, but I've got a champ main hand, which is close enough.
I think it might have been. So it was wall defense boost, trap defense, and trap attack. Those are the 3 unit stats that we were working with at the time. And your trap health is technically dependent on the wall defense, because you need the wall to survive. be able to do the damage with the traps.
Man, I want to take all this to Mythic, but I really don't want to use the Embers on it.
That's fair.
Because I just want to see how much I could get to, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, so everything but the main hand I have, because there is no main hand. My wall defense is 712%,
Okay.
which I think would hit about 750 if I mythicked everything.
Alright.
My trap attack is 461%, and my trap defense is 462%.
Okay, yeah, that should be enough to stop a solo. Like, once you get past 700% in terms of wall defense, that typically stops most solos from like, the mid-range players. Now, obviously, if you get into the like blasts, that's where you're still 100% short. But
I think about 770 would be the max, because I'd also be missing 20% from a gold jewel and just upgrading everything to mythic. But I think the actual blight ring from gold to mythic is a 20% difference as well. It's a 10% difference. So I'm missing 10% on the blight ring. I'm missing... Oh, hold on, it's the wrong thing, that's why. I'm missing 6, or 8, sorry. 8, so it's 18. That's 22. $26. So I'd say it's pretty safe to say you could hit 770, I think. 760, 770. But due to there being no wall defense main hand, that's what slows you down. That's what stops you from hitting the potential 800 range.
I think it is possible to pump HP with more Harpoon Shield than the middle on back in Avenger. I mean, yeah. This one about, you could do it that way. It's 2-typing Epic Cav. Most people typically will 2-type Infantry. But I don't think it necessarily matters. I think mix is probably ideal. As long as you've got a counter for everything that comes at you. About all I can think of, though, at least with trolling like that, is that it'd be nice if IGG came up with, like, an update that would improve the wall in some way. To make that even a viable strategy.
There's just, so much more they could do instead.
No. So many other things they can add, so many things they can do. It's just one of those things, it's an underappreciated system in the game.
Yeah, but do you know how pissed all those fucking big fucks would be with, like...
I know, can you imagine if IGG was to tell them...
Fucking gets bounced by a wall, he'd be so mad.
I know, imagine the idea that IGG were to just suddenly start telling people, oh hey, we can add wall defense and give players the ability to take hits and block it from even doing any damage. And then imagine if they expanded on that and made the traps have T5 traps. So now they can kill your T4s and T5s, T5
tier
traps.
6, tier 7 traps.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I point this out because it's always, that idea has always been there. And I've always waited because I keep thinking, one of these days, it's that update that nobody wants that they're gonna do, I'm sure. But I, for one, would love the hell out of it. It would be the best form of trolling when somebody could just get in a full set of wall trapping gear and just run around and port around and expect people to solo them, and then nothing happens. The expectations would change drastically that way. But I don't know. I mean, it also make, I feel like at the same time they also gotta make that bubble popper.
Yeah. The
Some
amount of people
people
would quit, though, if they did that.
Well, I know. A bubble popper's just one of those things that it's said but nobody wants either.
Like, literally nearly everyone would quit if that happened, I think.
Yeah. If I kid you not, I think you could make a small skit of somebody that wakes up in the middle of the night and IGG's like, I am updating the game. There's now a bubble popper. And just watch as everybody just loses their mind. It's the one thing nobody wants.
A new piece of gear that allows you to walk through shields. That requires like
And accessory.
requires a full set of champs to be forged into one piece of gear.
And
I've got one even better for you. The mythic version of the Emperor gear can pop shields, and only the Emperor can do it. He can, so like for example, the way I would do it is I would call it, I would give them a title, and anybody that's given that title is marked, and then they're and they can't shield for like a set amount of time. And I would call it Mark of the Emperor or something like that. And then that one person would be perma SOL.
Avoid at all costs.
And it's funny because I think of this, and there is something that I've actually played games that have a feature like this, and they call it a, so like for example, like let's say you I don't know, like think if you were to play Call of Dragons, for example, you can find a castle, and if it gets into fury, it can't shield for a set amount of time. It's not much different than this game. But then there's also a trap feature, where if a player like walks into a trap, then they're given fury. And it's kind of like how camps are in this game. Like, you unnecessarily walk into it and then you pop fury. And I could see something like that, because let's say, for example, you've got somebody that's expecting to
My
join
deals
a
are
rally.
like hell fucking yeah.
Could make a rainy day, potentially. Well, as far as the stream is concerned, I don't think there's really a whole lot to really talk about, so I think we're gonna go ahead and call it for now, since as you guys can already kind of tell, we didn't really get anything interesting out of that. But
Unfortunately.
naturally, I'm 1.9
Let's
billion
go.
might now, and I don't have any speeds in my main now, so that is, I think the final number is 1,995,194,500 and 69 for the total. That is not to say, however, that I'm not going to continue working on my alt, which is now getting resources and it's getting troops as we speak. That, on the other hand, is probably going to go up in T4 count. I'm probably going to get to 2.5 mil if I had to guess, but maybe I'll get more out of it. But anyways, I think that's pretty much that for the stream. So those of you watching after the fact, the more you know.